Hi guys, in today's video I just wanted to go through a genuinely helpful function which is called musical typing. Now musical typing is so helpful, particularly if you don't have like a USB keyboard or any kind of plug-in keyboard, or if you're actually just going away somewhere where you can't bring your sort of equipment that you might have. So firstly, how do we find this function? So come up to Window and then come down to musical typing. So show musical typing and click that one. And we get this window that appears. Now there's a shortcut to make this window appear, which I definitely recommend you get familiar with and use, because it will make you so much quicker, make your work very quicker. So Command K brings it up and also makes it disappear. Okay. Right, so this is musical typing. So what you'll notice first of all is we've got all these letters underneath. What you can vaguely see is a piano style keyboard layout. So we've got the two black keys here in at this bottom left, and the three black keys followed by two. So it looks like a keyboard, right? And if we switch over to this version of this musical typing, we can see it's following a standard kind of piano keyboard. So the difference here is that what we can do is we can use our computer's typing keyboard, that you might write letters with or whatever, type stuff into, but you can use this to play notes instead. So each letter corresponds to a different note, and it follows a musical keyboard in the sense that it goes up in pitch, right? So okay, so A through to K there was the C major scale. Okay, so A here actually corresponds to C, C sharp, D, E flat, E, and F, and so on. Okay, practice with this. It takes a little bit of getting used to, particularly if you're used to playing a keyboard. But really, really helpful, for good reasons if you don't have a keyboard or if you're traveling and you can't bring one. We have a sustain tab over here by holding down the tab button, and that will sustain the notes. And once we release, 1 and 2 allows you to bend notes, so either way. And this is assignable in each synth, so if you want it to jump an octave, for example, you can assign the pitch bend function to do that, depending on what you're working on, really. Modulation 3 to 8, so buttons 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and they're usually corresponding to getting more intense, or it's a bit vague. It depends how you set up your synth, really, but there we go. Now a useful thing to know is the buttons Z and X, or Z and X, jump octaves, and if you look here, we're currently in the middle of this virtual keyboard, and if I press the button X, we jump up, and again we jump up again, and we jump up again. Opposite direction, Z or Z, we go in the opposite direction. So there you go. C and V, velocity, so how hard do you hit this virtual keyboard? V being as hard as you possibly can, and C being as softly as you can, so in either direction. And yeah, there you go. It's honestly such a helpful function that I noticed actually that a few of the other major DAWs don't actually have, or it's less obvious. So yeah, really great function. See how you get on with it. You might find that it's not the kind of thing you want to do when you want to maybe pencil things in or write things in into the editor window in the piano roll. But I personally use this quite a lot. It's really useful for getting down ideas. Yep, see how you get on with using this, and yeah, thanks for watching, guys.